Happy to help.
Interesting! You're fast.
This is...
Kuragumo!
Run!
May!
You're Sojo, huh? Is your sword stained with the blood of evildoers?
That doesn't interest me.
I see.
He's out of your league.
N10. Then you have no business wielding it.
Yes, that's good. Bring it on!
In many aspects, Kagurabachi is so good. It's a solid manga which I love. Today, however, I want to specifically talk about the battles, since that is the bread and butter of a battle shonen manga, and because it does many things right, in my opinion. To demonstrate this, I'll analyze Chihiro Wakahira's first fight with Sojo Genichi in chapter 9 and 10, hoping that you, dear viewer, will awaken your interest for my favorite manga. It starts after Sojo attacks Chihiro in Cafe Hau Hau, to which Chihiro uses an ability of his N10, or Heavenly Abyss, which is called Aka, with which he absorbs Sojo's Mei, a lightning bolt. Chihiro is filled with questions, but the battle calls, and the two wielders, each with one of the 7 enchanted blades, run out of the cafe, both having their 3 abilities ready. They spring up onto the roofs, where Sojo opens up with a wave of ice, Yui, which get cut through by Chihiro's flying slash, Kuro, that fly at Sojo, who then defends himself. Following up, Chihiro throws his short sword, a Tanto, at Sojo while dashing behind him for a surprise attack. Defending himself from the Tanto, he thrusts his sword down behind him, blocking Chihiro's attack to then throw him back. While Chihiro worries, focus on how he could win, he gets surprised. Sojo Genichi truly loves Kunishige Wakahira, the smith of the 7 enchanted blades that turned the Seitei War around, and who is Chihiro's father. In the following talk, it is not only revealed that Sojo Genichi is a fanboy of Kunishige, but that his headcanon is that he made them purely for destruction and death. Chihiro knows this differently, to vanquish evil and protect the weak. Now they are not only fighting just because the author wills it, but because it is about something more for them. It's about who is right about the enchanted blades, about whose philosophy is the correct one. Sojo jumps from the roof and charges his Kuragumo, or Cloud Gouger, for a murderous attack. May! To kill all the innocent people that were walking on the street, right in front of his brat who knew nothing.
Birth to the enchanted blades, the ultimate weapons of slaughter. Their only purpose is to kill! Such incredible power! How wonderful, Rokuhira! Your weapons are truly sublime! Electrocute in all directions! Massacre!
And yet, when the thunder disappeared, nobody died. Sojo followed the damages on the road, seeing that it was all pulled in one direction. Chihiro used Aka, Mei, which he absorbed at the beginning to turn himself into a lightning rod, pulling the thunderbolt to him, saving all the innocent people. As he is now weakened, Sojo tries another charge, but Chihiro knew better, as Mei needed time to charge. With hate in his head, he stumbles forward using Nishiki, even though it strongly pains him. With this, he attacks again to then dodge Sojo's Kotsu, a combination of Yui, ice, and Ko, water or clouds. This is then followed by the coolest panel in this fight. Centimeters apart from another, the blades of both wielders would have killed the other if they did not focus on dodging. With this, the fight ends as Chihiro gets distracted by a higher priority than this weapons smuggler who is full of grease, and Sojo has to flee because of arriving reinforcements for Chihiro. Substance. It isn't just a fight, so a fight happens. This is a highly emotional moment for Chihiro, not only because he wants to protect the innocent, since, he's a good guy. No, because this philosophy is strongly tied to his father figure. Yeah. Anyway, and now he is not only living his philosophy that the enchanted blades have to end evil and protect the innocents, but he has to actively fight for it now because of Sojo, who stands in his way, trying to prove the direct opposite of it. As now both of them carry a sword of his father, both now have the authority to say what the swords stand for, and that is why this fight is so important for Chihiro. As I do not have to mention how good the manga looks, I'd like to put the spotlight on other visual specialties. Love to details. For example, here when Chihiro cuts through the ice, you can already see him reaching for his tanto, his short sword, which he then throws. Later you can also see him jumping down after Sojo, and in this panel that he's about to use Aka, with which Chihiro can use an absurd ability himself, which is the Mei, with which he then attracted the second Mei, which made him then a lighting rod, clarity. What also adds a lot to the fight is that it is super clear what happens from one panel to the next, thus you can easily follow the flow of battle. Here, Sojo is blocking the Kuro, then swings his blade up to defend against Chihiro's tanto. Then he thrusts down with his cloak gouger to solidly block Chihiro's heavenly abyss. Or when Chihiro uses Nishiki to attack Sojo, who blocks this and then throws his sword up to wield it in his left hand, because Chihiro then moved behind his left, following him with a Ketsu. Even though it looks like Chihiro got Sojo now, he swings again, yet you can fully follow how they moved to attack and then dodge each other. This clarity exists even though Takaru Hokazono, the creator, waived the usage of movement lines and speed lines away, which perhaps is the secret behind this clearness. Aside from that, I find that this makes the action faster and very fitting for the types of fights that Kagurabachi has. The protagonist uses a sword after all, which should vanquish the enemy in one cut, not needing multiple hits like you would with fists, unless you're lucky or are much stronger than your opponent. Deadliness. Bang. With the first and the last Mei to hit the distracted Chihiro, only 12 attacks were done in this fight, and out of the 12 attacks, only one hit, which then knocked Chihiro out for 5 whole days after this scene. When an attack hits, you're already one leg shorter, and at 2, you're out, which I find just superb. Trench coat. Another detail that I want to point out is that Takaru Kozono, who is 24 years old, I'm 19, man. Anyway, he made a brilliant decision to give Chihiro a trench coat, not only because it's beautiful in combination with Nishiki, but also because it very nicely conveys where Chihiro is going towards, and it also shows his movement, his speed, and I find that is really a smart choice of him. With this, I believe I've talked about every point that I wanted to talk about in this scene, and I hope I've awakened your interest in Kagurabachi, and if not, then maybe I'll make more videos about other aspects of Kagurabachi that I really love, that I think are worthy enough to read Kagurabachi for. Legally, you can read it on Manga Plus, and I think that is everything that I wanted to talk about. So, with that, I wish you a great day, and bye with a Y. which gets cut through by Chihiro's damn it. With his what? With his what the fuck did I write? With his he attack With this he attacks. Ah, I see. I see. It isn't just a fight, so a hype? What, huh? Thus you can easily fellow? What are you doing, my fellow brother in crime? What the hell? Thus you can easily follow the flow of battle. Here, wait, flow of bottle? What? Flow of bottle? What?